Hey everyone, and welcome to our Clips and Highlights channel. If you want to keep up with everything we've got going on, make sure you subscribe to the main Grinding Gear YouTube channel, which is where we actually do these streams. That's right, we stream on YouTube every Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Unless I'm editing over this with days of the week that we have changed to. We also have the podcast available everywhere. Apple, Spotify, Google. Maybe your grandma started a podcast platform. We're probably on it. Wherever you get your podcasts, make sure to check out the Grinding Gear podcast to hear more about all of the nerdy bullshit we're up to.
There you are. The others have gone ahead to the Crystal Tower with Beck Lug. For the record, I truly wish we hadn't had to resort to using such words when treating with them. I have ever sought to convince, not compel. Yet, I cannot deny that a part of me is glad Oriente shared his knowledge of the new Mao with us. Had he not, Beck Lug wouldn't be here. Speaking of whom, we should hurry. To keep our guests waiting would only add insult to injury. Have some money. Anyway, Alphino says, we mustn't dally here any longer. Tune in, Val. If Beckluke is to hear the truth of our travails in the first, you of all people should be present.
Big lugs!
Big Luke energy.
A welcome guest to the Crystarium, shall we?
I'm gonna call Beck Luck Bigger Luke.
Now I know what that reference is.
Now you do. Isn't it weird? Isn't it like the dumbest thing you've ever read?
That's bizarre. What a weird rabbit hole. I actually am gonna read more tonight because that's the kind of rabbit hole I like read while I fall asleep.
It's a real like old internet deep rabbit tunnel.
That's bizarre.
It's back when the internet was still innocent.
Oh, cutscene started upon entering.
Yes, it did.
I'll meet you at whatever the first line is.
And Rage Vampire, thank you for the generous gifting of memberships. Make sure you send a thank you their way if you got one.
Thank you very much. I look fabulous in my thigh highs today.
Are we pausing and do? Oh shit.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me not only that the return of night was your doing, but that you hail from another world as well?
Are you at well?
I'm ready.
Everything we told you, of the source, the shards, the 7 umbral calamities, all of it is true. I realize how fantastical it sounds, and I would not blame you for doubting our testimony. But given your expertise, you must surely have noted the peculiar nature of their souls.
Any other time and I would have dismissed your stories as balderdash and flummery. But upon closer inspection, 'tis plain their souls are far denser than is normal, and that they do not possess true bodies.
Do love the word balderdash.
Save you. Your body is your own.
Hot bodied.
And your soul is the densest of them all.
Are you calling me fat?
Is that good, right? Do we want dead souls?
As I said
I
before,
have had a few more
were it not
snacks
for
while
their
I'm thirsty.
heroism, the
The food is
skies
very
over
tasty.
Norvrant would still be awash with light, the realm yet at the mercy of Vorthri and the Sin Eaters. After all they have done for our home, seeing them safely back to their own, it seems the very least we can do.
Your tale is intriguing. Yes, very intriguing indeed. Simply to hear it is fitting payment in itself.
We did it.
As for your friends, I can but agree. Their valorous deeds on behalf of Norvrant are deserving of recognition, of their own fitting payment.
You will help us then?
I will. I would see my knowledge put to good use for a change. I do have one condition, however. I am not the spry young Numo I once was. As such, I will require assistance in my fieldwork and testing.
It would be our pleasure. We'll be laboring for our own benefit after all.
We have to go to Ilmeg and do a bunch of fetch quests.
Maybe.
This is my favorite new Mo yet.
It's true, they are quite to the point.
We've got that good of a story, man. It's payment. Just hearing our story is payment. Mel said, I bet Beck-Lug's voice actor decided the gluggy voice was too much to maintain after the first couple of lines. Yeah, it seemed to be more reined in that scene.
Maybe they don't always record in order, of course, but yeah, maybe they gave up. Maybe they gave up.
So sorry.
Well, allow me to...
Chaos. Thank you for the gifted memberships. Sorry, are you taking a break?
Oh, no. I was going to say, allow me to continue this proud tradition of Big Lug's voice when you're ready.
Oh, sure.
'Cause Big Lug's got more to say.
Go right ahead.
You have spun quite the tale. I need to, like...
But you want to tell me, have you given any thought to how you might return to your work?
And then they explain.
White Oversight, you say? An intriguing proposition. But one which fails to account for the present state of your soul. They have become highly charged, likely as a consequence of having maintained tangible forms for so long. In such an energetic, unstable state, there is no telling what may happen to their souls within the Oversight. They could very well become immutable to transference, never to be restored to their bodies.
Then would it be possible to force our souls into a state of dormancy prior to transference?
In theory, yes. But the soul is not a candle to be snuffed out and relit on a whim.
Unless you're Thancred, because he's a badass. Well, that sounds ominous. What exactly would rendering our souls dormant entail?
Do you want to tag me in on dog person?
Apparently it's going.
In order to maintain a corporeal form, your souls constantly draw ether from your surroundings. This process must be halted and resulting surfeit of ether removed. Your minds would ultimately be separated from these flex bodies of yours, rendering you incapable of interacting with the world around you. A cruel fate under normal circumstances, but one which will be rectified upon your return home.
How's your eardrums?
I'm doing okay. Leaving lifeless hucks. Like those poor souls at the inn at Journey's End, corrupted by sin eaters, their ether made stagnant by the light.
Corrupted? Stagnant? Might I see these unfortunate individuals?
Why? Do you think you might be able to help them?
I might, or I might not, but I shan't know for sure until I've seen their conditions firsthand.
Then I would be glad to take you to them, on the understanding that you won't do anything which might increase their suffering.
Interfere with their
suffering. Jeez, I was like...
It was my faith in man I lost, not my compassion.
Well, I see no need for us all to accompany you. While you escort our guests to the end, I will assist Oriange in creating the requisite Oversight.
I believe my talents would be better applied to that endeavor as well. Might I leave the three of you to assist Beck-Luke as necessary? Let us make for Amarang then. Winkle, thanks for the super chat. Kyle sounds like he represents but is legally distinct from the Lollipop Guild. The Lollipop Guild.
Nothing like the Lollipop Guild.
Accept the invite.
1 second. I was talking to the Exarch. I was mid-Exarch.
I get it. Your fake internet friend is more important than your real friend. I get it. I understand.
He probably has more ships than you do, I'm sorry to say.
More what?
Ships. Like, he's been shipped.
Ships?
Yeah.
Oh, people shipping.
Yeah, Grahati is like the most popular.
I was not calling that into question.
I'm just saying, you know, like
I don't think there are a lot of Garrett ships out there.
maybe with time. Maybe tuna with time.
Tuna with time?
Tuna with time. Alizé references Haldrick, the Omen child, as you called him.
Yes, he's dead-eyed and creepy.
Yeah, referred to here as the worst afflicted.
Should have gave me somebody cute. It's just like, oh, that child is possessed.
I mean, you're just like... When I wasn't a parent, I disliked the statement. As a parent now, I'm going to say, just kids are cute. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's kids, you know?
I disagree. There are creepy ass kids out there. Some kids are creepy.
It does the thing. Like, they don't have to be cute. They just are cute, you know?
Kids can be extremely creepy. All kids are not cute. That is. And you sir have a friend with an ugly baby that you're covering for right now. That's what's going on.
So this is how, is it? Yes, his ether balance leads parasite towards a man. Towards stasis.
I can't. You're so ridiculous. What do you suppose will happen to him?
Not too great, are you, boy? The same as those poor souls corrupted by the light, he will become a sin eater.
You don't know that. We defeated the wardens and banished the light from the night sky. Haldrick was completely unresponsive before, but now... Mumble.
That child will eat your soul.
Then perhaps there is yet hope. If I may, there is a treatment I wish to administer to the patient.
What sort of treatment?
In the course of my studies of the soul, I once created a tonic which could temporarily stimulate the ether in one's body. After some refinement, it came to be used by the Knights of Vomart. Then, for far darker purposes. Lest it fall into the wrong hands, I swore to never again make it. But for their sake, I will break that oath. It is not like the person's stagnation, mind you, but should offer some measure of relief.
Well, I, for one, I think you should get the job for the re-recording of the voice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tonic. Mumble, I assume. Yep. All right, where... Oh, we got to go around. We got to go to
We gotta
Todden.
talk to sad people.
Yep. Go to Todden and give him some soul tonic, a potent tonic invented by Big Lugs during the time of Vobert, said to revitalize the soul both figuratively and literally. Todden stares blankly at you. It would seem the tonic has no effect. What is warmth I feel in my chest? Oh, Neil. Talking. Props to everybody in beds. Nice job. Oh, don't you look stylish with a big gun. Double dose. I feel warm. My legs, they don't feel as heavy. Well, as the man with the densest soul in the room, I know about heaviness. Big lugs.
Now. Have you noted any changes in the patients?
Alpha.
A notable rise in body temperature and increased motor function in most of the patients, at least.
The more severely afflicted show no response.
As I feared. then. 'Tis true that with the restoration of Nine, the corrupting influence of the light will no longer grow, and yes, their bodies will naturally return to equilibrium given time. But this holds true only for their corporeal ether. Their incorporeal ether, that of the soul, is not so easily mended.
Which is why those in later stages of corruption like Howrick appear unaffected by a tonic. Possibly because he's dead inside and always has been.
Precisely, they make me say.
The boy's soul is too far gone, his mind held together by the finest of threads. There is a chance he may one day recover, of course, but it could take years, decades even.
By the gods. He could wait to find himself an old man. That's horrifying.
A fine reward for his persistence. The opportunity to mourn the life he never had a chance to live.
No, there must be something we can do. Look, I realize this is not why we petitioned your aid, but do you think it could be possible that we can find a way to hasten their recovery?
Maybe. Nor do I think it's impossible that in treating them we might learn something of relevance in your own predicament.
Would you eat king salmon given to you by the Numal? Or rare
I'm
roast
taking the
beef?
money and running.
Take the money.
And Komor wants you to know, Kyle, that everyone else is a coward. Your wild voices should stay. Immediately followed up by Enraged Vampire that said, Kyle, Beck Luke took some Mucinex. He's good now. You don't have to do that
Oh,
voice.
I'm glad he's so much better. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, as I was saying. I've been alone for a long time in my castle.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed D's. Apparently D sent in a super chat, so you guys keep mentioning the fanfic writers, and I feel like reminding you, you know what they say about saying the devil's name. And there you have it.
Because you said it?
Speak the devil and he shall appear. Yeah.
I see. My hand's in front of the mic? Well, yeah, I mean, I can go like this, but that seems like, it seems aggressive.
Some people being kind of dicks about it. Kyle, I wouldn't engage. If you're not going to adjust, you're just going to make them matter.
Oh, okay. Then I shall continue.
I suspect that Crystarium.
Some people taking the real fun out of the room right now.
Really? Y'all not having fun with Big Lug hanging out?
No. Yeah, no. People, you know.
Oh, that breaks my heart.
You're not taking your serious lore that they put a cartoon character into seriously enough, Kyle.
That breaks my heart that you guys don't. You play a video game and you don't have any fun with it. I mean, yeah, the lore is sad and we can respect it, but if you're not gonna have fun with this much reading, like you're not having a good time if you're gonna take the whole game seriously.
I suggest forging ahead.
Yeah.
So
that makes me
suggest
sad.
forging ahead.
That makes me really sad.
I suspect that Crystarium has told you in my past that I once was a mage of the royal court of Woodward, and that soulcraft was my field of study. The tonic you administered to patients here is one of the fruits of my labors. I hope to do great things with the kingdom. But in the end, my knowledge brought only suffering, a plague, the likes of which none had ever seen. In the hands of unscrupulous men, what should have been my greatest triumph instead became my greatest shame.
I don't have an indifferent enough response option here, so I'll go on your mark.
You shouldn't. We're trying to motivate him, so I'm gonna go with middle. I'm gonna go middle.
That I do. A comforting thought indeed. But let us return to the task at hand, finding a means by which we might revitalize the people's incorporeal ether.
Do you think it can be done?
Were the sky still ablaze with primordial light, I would call it an exercise in futility. But now we may have a chance. The method I have in mind will entail the conjuring of a familiar. They are able to amplify the energies poured into them, making them the perfect conduit for ether revitalizing magics which we'll ultimately employ.
If you're about to launch into a lengthy explanation about metaphysics of your plan, don't bother. I'd rather get on with doing whatever it is that needs to be done, if that's all the same to you. Whatever regions must be procured or spells involved, I'll do it. Damn, Alize.
I admire your spirit. Very well. Your task will be to gather the necessary materials. The purest waters on the finest
Oh
glaze,
boy. Oh
as
boy.
well as
Oh,
the
this.
Fey Lantern brimming with pixie magic.
Oh, there's so much text explaining all the
You're
BS we
convinced well, at least in this game, other characters handle the stuff, right? So, like, we don't have to get all three of these. We'll probably split up. So it's not like we have to do all of them. If you're convinced the resulting familiar could help the patients, fine. Alphino, the water and the clay will be simple enough, but I think you know we'll have to do to get the lantern.
You don't mean.
The pixies took quite a liking to us before. If we humor them with our company, I'm sure they'll be willing to help us.
Fine. We'll pay a visit to Ilmeg. Though I never thought you would be the one to suggest we go back there.
I'm impressed. You've been there at all, let alone befriended the Fey folk. Oh, while you're about it, seek out the new bow of Plaini. They will be able to supply you with the water suitable for your needs.
Right. Let's get this over with, shall we?
There's still the remainder of the matter of clay. Might I prevail upon you to find it?
Where's the miners?
The what, the miners?
Yeah.
Who?
Sorry, I'm skipping ahead because I don't care.
The clay from Aberrang will
we have an
likely
option
be
when we get
best.
on the other side.
Now you of any know of anyone who might be able to assist us?
Oh, well, you like the miners, yeah. Oh,
like the miners.
this is why you were talking about miners, because you were skipping ahead. Yeah, okay.
Yes, I'm skipping ahead because there's a new Mao that won't shut up.
I could ask the miners, that's fine. Well, there's Scott. We can run a poll if people hate my voice or you hating them more and see which one is the more popular dislike of the stream today. This is all fine. I have no strong opinions about Big Lug here. The miners, well,
It's the Numo doing what Numo do.
yeah, they're just doing what they do.
Which is have like 20 extra paragraphs for a fetch quest.
Yes, they will be able to point you in the right direction, I am sure. While you and the twins are occupied, I will see if there's aught else that can learn of stagnation which afflicts the people here.
And we are dealing with one of the holes, right? Like, Haldrick here was a opportunity to explore and clean up this world more. You know, we're following the epilogue. Clairvoyant, if you're going to tell us how to play, just... This is not the stream for you.
Yeah.
That's not going to motivate us to change our... We're having fun. Good luck to you. Yeah.
Oh my god. Overly precious lore nerds. Oh, God.
Obviously, we really enjoy the
Exhausting.
game. If there's rough parts of it, we're going to enjoy ourselves through those and keep having fun.
Yeah, it's going to be all right. It's not the first time the Numo didn't interest me. Oh my god, cringy lore defenders. They're here.
I mean, well, at least, you know, to replace all that, we got Jerky's here to tell us about how he can't stop thinking about the Talos we built. Can you imagine what you could do with a magic trolley? You know, like, they're still in the zone. Still in the zone.
Yes. It's just it's been a while since we fell into the trap of you can't pretend you don't love it all, you know.
Oh, sure, but that's how.
There's folks like that in the 14 community, where if they get a whiff that you don't love each and every single thing, and it's not all the most perfect story you've ever experienced, you're being toxic.
You're being
must be shunned.
You're being disingenuous,
Yes.
and you're the one being toxic in that case. That's how we get
Yes.
bad properties that continue to exist, is because we convince ourselves that everything is great all the time. It's fine. It's fine. This is all perfectly fine. But if you're not gonna have fun with it, Anyway, let's continue. Let's talk to Magnus.
Let's continue with
Surely Magnus will raise our spirits.
Let's continue with the area I was told I would hate and ended up loving. I don't remember the voice I was doing for Magnus.
Well, I was saying it was like a Captain Grimm, so if you can do that one.
I don't remember. Duna, well, what a coincidence. And Val. Were you Thaf? Was I Thaf?
I don't remember. You've come at a good time. We just, this moment, finished repairing the Talos and trolley you lot took to Nabatharang.
The trolley was no trouble, but the Talos would have been another matter, had we not had a visit from Master Chai. He offered us a share of the leftover building materials from the Daedalus Stoneworks, as well as a few trade secrets to help us along. Clever man that China's. He seemed pretty keen on the ideas I had for putting the giant Talos to work.
I think you're rocking the Magnus.
Whoa, snap zoom. Like a giant trolley, but Magnus still refuses to see all the good we could do with it.
You're entitled to your dreams, Jarek, but that doesn't mean you can go harassing our guests with them. Master Chai was being just polite.
And something tells me Tuna and Val didn't come all this way to talk about trolleys. You'd be surprised. What is it you need, friend? I see. And this familiar requires clay from Amarang? Well, look no further. If anyone can get some quality clay, it's us.
Saying that, it isn't exactly a commodity nowadays, but there must be some lurking somewhere or other, waiting to be dug up.
If I'm not mistaken, there was time when they used to take clay from Mount Biren mines to make adobe bricks. The place is swarming with coyotes now. But if you're after the good stuff, you could do worse than to look there. I don't see a coyote, but I see a big angry ostrich looking thing.
Yeah. Oh, we got destination right here.
Oh, it is mad at me.
Okay, yeah, yep.
Actually, it's mad at you.
It was mad at me, yeah, because I was destinating without you.
It has opinions about your Numo voice.
It was my best impression of the voice they were doing in the first place. I'm literally impersonating.
It's called the callback!
I know, I'm just saying, like, I'm literally impersonating the thing that they were doing. Holding the mirror to you, and you got upset at the mirror. Alright, I'm destinating more destinations.
You can't fight with, just don't fight with it. Just don't fight with it. Do a bit about it with me instead.
Okay, alright.
Lyman Tree, thanks for the super chat earlier. If any Kyle X Garrett fanfics don't start with, well, Kyle, yes, Garrett, I will be severely disappointed. Oh my. Oh my.
Oh, we got the goods on the pixie situation. Alphino says, the pixies were consistently confusing me with Alize. In jest, I assume. I mean, it's not that we look that much alike. We don't look that much alike, do we? I'd better be the only thing we need from the pixies. If I have to endure one more prank, so help me gods. And Haldricus mumbles.
The twins have returned, and in one piece at that. I was convinced the pixies would turn at least one of them into a garden ornament, but no! You have the clay, I take it?
Here you are.
Wonderful. You need but combine the clay and the water and the heat of mixture with the Fey lantern. After that, I will be a simple matter of settling upon a suitable form and performing the necessary incantations.
Becklug, I have a question. In the event that we need of this spell and you weren't around, would it be possible for another to perform the incantation?
Assuming they possess the requisite skill, yes.
Huldrick and the others have suffered so much, and I swore to do everything in my power to save them. If there is a chance this spell could do that, I would be the one to invoke it.
Perhaps you should be the one to do so. A deep understanding of the subject's physical state, combined with a strong desire to help them, can drastically increase the magic's effects. And you are plainly more familiar with these people than I.
I dare say there are a few in Norvrant more dedicated to finding a cure. Is that not so, Tunin Val? I just went with the first option.
Yeah. Let's back her up. I'll give it my all for Huldrick, for Tesleen.
Then we are of one mind on the matter. Alistair shall be the one to conjure the familiar.
You get a lot of voice acting this patch.
Yeah, this is a busy one.
Let us begin. I trust you've prepared the clay.
Pour the tea.
The voice is all over the place. Now it just kind of sounds like an old lady.
Very good. Now, I would have you sculpt for me a porksy.
I mean, that could be, like, people might not be wrong. Like, you know, they started with a strong voice and kind of wore out.
Plump, with floppy ears and a short curly tail.
A porksy. I think I know what you mean.
Wait, Lug is the same voice actor as Cyrena?
There we are. How's that?
All right, then.
Wow.
Well, it is certainly creative. There's no denying that.
Artists.
Yes, I'm no artist. Very funny.
This is the most sibling they have.
Pay him no
honestly, I guess
mind,
they usually feel like
child.
siblings, but this is
Though
on
it may
point.
look like a grotesque parody of reality, it is what the invoker believes that
Damn,
matters.
There we go. Oh, yeah, backing them up.
Don't you mean beckon him up?
You're not helping.
But I speak the truth. If successful, this incantation will turn imagination into reality. Which is why the only thing of import is what you believe this figure embodies. You must focus. Hold the Porksy's image steady in your mind's eye.
Going like full on witch now.
It's gone a little witch, yeah. It has gone a little witch.
Like I see the connection.
Now,
Yeah.
as I taught you, relax and allow your energies to flow.
But when we first met back, it was full on Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah, now it's very much bite the apples.
With flesh of clay I bid thee rise, on wings of dreams to touch the skies. What once was idle fantasy, I call forth to reality.
Not bad for a first attempt.
How could it be improved? It's a flying pig.
Did the other ones have legs? I was so
Let us see
distracted
what
by
can
like
be
the
done
detective
for
get up.
young
Yes.
Alric.
Yes,
Okay.
they had legs. your boy Bacon. I see you, Vicar.
Through the operation of the magics you invoked to animate this familiar, it is now replete with the energies required to stir the boy's soul. You need but give it a name, and it will do as your heart desires.
A name. All right, I've decided. Now.
Centered.
Go, Angelo!
Well, that's a pretty cool name.
It's like a pizza joint.
Cargo pants for the Game Boy.
Mother,
This quest just took a hard turn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nice picks,
Oh,
everyone.
you all timed
Surrounded
that
by
very
pigs.
well. Well played.
Big Lug says the girl's golf is quite impressive. Not one might almost think she drew strength from another.
Like it's not just that when we met Beck, like at the end of the dungeon, Beck's like a cartoon. Like we've literally just went from Alizé and Alphino having a classic sibling,
Sure.
banter off, and they're like, by the way, would you like to make good on the sadness of this child immediately?
Sure. Why not? Why not?
Damn. Like I figured this is where we were going. I didn't think they were just gonna like drop the ball right then. Like just bam, there it is.
Maybe that's very on brand. Like that's when, Final Fantasy tends to immediately go to the next step, right? That's kind of the shock value that the game has.
Yeah, like to a certain degree. I mean, to a point. Usually we're the scene itself, the individual scene is usually kind of the same tone, if that makes sense. So still thinking about the demon. Listen. That's the first time we've seen the kid emote. So, man.